I did enjoy reading Carmen's email yesterday
that
that you
was
sent the
good.
group.
That was
Fantastic.
Oh man.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
I found the email that Carmen sent me before she worked here about wanting to work on the show. I didn't post that. I just sent it to the group.
It's
That was
well
good.
crafted.
Listen.
It came with nudes and everything.
Wowza. This is all your fault.
Yeah, because the thing is, you have to go. I have to talk to this guy like I don't talk, and like he probably doesn't want to hear.
Yeah.
But I have to make it sound professional.
Well, and not even, well, there was a lot of curses, is which I'm surprised about. So I'm assuming that Jason, the guy that hooked us up, was kind of like, it's kind of edgy. So I was trying to be
Edgy.
or just
Cool mom.
Yeah.
basically. But I was 20, so I wanted you to know that I wasn't a girl, like a girly girl.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I was just like, oh my God, why did after the first curse, I was like, I can't read this. I was like, oh my God. I'm so
I've never
embarrassed.
seen so much cursing in a resume before.
Exactly. That's why I was like, oh my. But I did star it out, which was totally like an early 2000 thing.
Wait, I have a question. How did you get on the show?
You really don't remember? I could tell you, I called the show one day, all day, until Dinah answered, and I just said, I want to be your intern. And she was like, you got to meet with me and John Brennan. And then I went to the interview and just lied my way through the interview.
Yeah, I remember that. I do, but the funny thing is that this is the #1 show in all of mornings here in Tampa Bay, and the two people on the show got jobs because they called up one day.
Yeah.
You got one, you send in an email. You got one because you called up one day.
Yeah,
You don't know until you ask.
Yeah, I literally said to Dinah, I'm not going to stop calling until you guys meet with me. And she was like, all right, email John Brennan.
That's hilarious.
And I was at a bikini contest.
Yeah.
I wasn't even looking for a job. I was just trying to have fun at the bar.
You got recruited.
Yeah.
But I didn't even get the feeling that Jason was trying to bang you. I felt like he met a cool girl that he was like, she would be cool.
By the
Yeah.
way, different Jason, not Jason, our boss.
Yeah. No.
Just so, didn't get back. Did you hear Jason was trying to bang Carmen?
Jason was at a strip
bikini
club
contest?
at a bikini contest.
He put her on the show just so you could have her there to bang her.
I was told this is your last chance.
It's the last show.
There are no shows left here. So if this doesn't work, you're done. You need to move on down the road.
Gio secretly worked on the show for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so funny.
I got past the guy who called me sophomoric. Was it sophomoric or juvenile? Something.
Juvenile is what you
Juvenile, yeah. And Mike told me.
Sophomoric almost sounds like it's a compliment.
Yeah.
Juvenile. He goes, I don't know. He sounds kind of juvenile. And I went, I don't know if you've heard my show before. It's the whole thing is juvenile.
Because I sent my demo and my resume and all that stuff to the program director, but I sent it to Mike and said, obviously, you're going to have a big say in who your co-host is and stuff. And then Mike, was like, hey, yeah, this is great. Send me more. And then you told me that they were like looking at some other people, and you told them, hey, you can fly in whoever you want, but this is the guy.
Yeah.
So
He
I was
goes,
like, oh, good.
He said, we're going to fly in a couple more people. And I said, cool, fly in all you want. I go, but that's the guy we're going
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what you're wasting your time for. Listen, I make great decisions on this show.
I got to tell you.
Like the guy who they brought in here who was the program director of a radio station in Washington, D.C., and they wanted him to be my producer, and he was way overqualified. And we went to lunch, and we had a great lunch, and this guy was like, I got this job. And I said, no, and we hired Rob.
Oh, man. You are, I don't even know, 50-50 maybe? Maybe 50-50?
No, I would, listen, I hire chaos. So I know, my core of people is good, but I still love the chaos that comes around it.
Nobody else does. Do you know that? Nobody else likes that?
I hate to break it to you, but the listening audience does, and that's the ones
nobody
they
really
care
liked
about.
Rob. Nobody liked.
They love the ratings.
Nobody liked Hoppy.
We were
Nobody
number.
liked
That's
We are
not true at
number
all.
one now.
Yeah, but the thing is that you have to keep it going and you have to keep it fresh. Yeah, listen, I could say what you want, but I did it right. It worked out perfectly, so it wasn't an accident. I'm telling you right now, Hoppy is ingrained in people's
Yeah, because of you. It literally could have been it could have been a bucket of dirty water. And if you would have said, "Hey, bucket, get over here," and it would have been the exact same thing.
You're
and that's a credit to you.
Right, but you're forgetting some of the great moments. Hoppy wearing the C-3PO mask because he wanted to interview Jim Norton. We could only do it if he wore a mask.
But he did that on his own?
No, but that's the thing. You need somebody like that in order to do it.
Hoppy also was Hoppy in other places, like doing the same shtick.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. He was, and the only one that I think is not worth, even though I think there's some good juice there, but it's not worth the juice is Tuttle. Tuttle had it when we had Tuttle on as a remote thing where he was out live. That is really where he is completely fearless. He will do anything, and he will do it for the good of radio. But the person that Tuttle is such trash that it doesn't make it worth being associated with him. I don't feel that way about Hoppy. Hoppy is just dumb. Yeah. Hoppy's dumb and he's autistic and it's he's sometimes difficult to be around. And just
that photo that you have of him on the cruise is
I mean that makes it that you can't buy that, you know what I mean?
That's when Bobby was, dude, not tonight. You're down there.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
And Bobby was like, what? No. Dude, you're down there tonight.
And my favorite Rob moment was obviously when he cried in the studio, dude.
Oh, yeah.
He started crying. And
it's one of the most memorable moments on the show.
And Ian goes, "Are you crying?"
Yeah. No, though. The best was, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ian building up before he cried. Don't do it. Don't
Ian
do it.
See?
That was great.